Hi, this is Ian Banyard from naturalmindfulness.uk. Thanks for joining me on this. Wow, pheasants going mad over there. Thanks for joining me on this 30-day natural mindfulness self-connection experiment. And I thought I'd make this quick video at the start of the experiment, just to kind of give you a little insight into how you can get the most from this as well if you choose to join me. Now, whether you drop in for a day or whether you you join me for the whole of the month, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. There's no rules. There's no shoulds, have to, ought tos, musts, none of that. This is do it because you want to do it. And the whole idea is it's about you. It's about you connecting in with yourself. So, I had this idea. I watched the Mindfulness Summit, and Melly and Matt did a fantastic job bringing those 31 speakers to us all around the world, and ending with the 250,000 people on a live mindful meditation was fantastic. But I really struggled for that month, because to sit down and watch videos that were often over an hour long every day was really tough. I mean, I'm glad I bought the full access pass in the end, because I just wanted to make sure I could watch them when I wanted to watch them. And there's such a goldmine of information there that supports my work around mindfulness. Getting all those insights was just amazing. So it was a fantastic gift from Melly and the speakers. But I really struggled, and what I recognised throughout that month of mindfulness was how difficult it was for me to make the time to do something for me. Because I was interested in that. Not all my family were interested in it, and some of my friends weren't interested in it. However, I was, but I found it really hard to find the time to do it. And it made me think, I'm not used to finding time to do things for me. And I don't very often check in on me and see how I'm feeling and what I want and what I need and how I'm doing. And so this idea is to have a month where every day for about 20 minutes I connect to the natural world. I'm very fortunate I live in this environment around me, but there's natures everywhere. You can find nature all over the place if you look for it. But the idea was to connect with nature and connect to myself. And when I say connect to myself, think about some of my inner needs. I'm not talking about my outer needs now. Those are quite obvious for most people. We share a lot of outer needs for things. Not always things we need, they're usually things we want, but we have inner needs as well, and we don't usually pay attention to those. So this month is very much about exploring, for me, those inner needs that I have, that often I don't notice, often I'm too busy to pay attention to. Interestingly enough, I noticed a friend of mine. I hadn't heard from a friend of mine for a few weeks, and time had just gone by, and I hadn't realised that about 3 or 4 weeks had gone by, and I'd not heard from this friend. And so I messaged them, and I kind of said, how you doing? Are you okay? And they'd been struggling a bit, and so they'd kind of withdrawn a little bit away, which is kind of what people do sometimes. But as soon as I heard that, I met with them. I had a coffee, we had a chat, we caught up, and I supported them as best I could. I listened to them, and I offered assistance if they needed it. And I thought afterwards, I don't often do that for myself. How often do I listen to myself or give myself a helping hand and kind of find out what's going on within me? But I do it for another person, but wouldn't necessarily do it for myself. So that's kind of really why I want to do this. And the way I think we can get a lot from this is just by connecting with nature for, say, 20 minutes. I'm just going to go for 20 minutes each day. And I know I'm not going to do it every day. I know that I'll probably mess up on a couple of days. But, if I don't do it, I'm going to be gentle with myself. I'm going to be kind with myself. And I'm just going to, draw myself back to the practice and the process of doing it. And treat myself the way I would treat another person if I was, supporting them or parenting them or coaching them or helping them. So be gentle on myself and not give myself a hard time because I might have missed a day when I'd set out to do 30 in a row. So that's part of it. The best way to get into this kind of thing, though, is I always say is use a body scan. You can either start with the top of your head or the tip of your toe and gradually move through your body. And just notice, I don't often notice my feet until they're hurting. But if I just stop now and notice, I can feel my toes, feel my feet, feel my ankles, and feel my calves. And I gradually move up through my body. And it's a really great way to sort of check in on yourself physically. But what you'll probably notice is while you're doing that as well is your mind will start to work, and you'll get thoughts coming up, and the idea with that is to check in on those thoughts as well. Do those thoughts serve you? Do those thoughts move you towards what you're hoping to achieve in life, or are those thoughts kind of, you know, either negative thoughts or just not useful thoughts, thoughts that just don't really have any bearing on what you want to achieve and what you want to do, and what serves you? And so this exercise very much is about, if you recognize it's a thought that's a useful one, choose to investigate and kind of explore that thought. If it's a thought that's not really that useful for you, just let it go free, release it, and focus on those thoughts that really serve you. So I think the challenge for me will be doing that for 20 minutes each day. So what I'll do is I'll post a video at the end of each week as a review for you, so you can kind of see how I've got on over that week, and I'll post them on my website, www.naturalmindfulness.uk, which you can go to, and you'll see those videos as I post them. If you register on the site, I'll be able to let you know when I've posted something, so it's the best way for you to kind of not have to be constantly searching. You can just wait for an email from me. And the other thing I've done is I've set up a new Facebook group, which is a closed group, so only people that are involved in this experiment can come in there, and we can share our experiences, and we can ask questions and discuss it, and it'll be a good place for us to kind of review how we're getting on along the way. So I'm really pleased that you've wanted to get involved with this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to talking to you more, but in the meantime, take good care of yourselves and enjoy the moments, and I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Take care now.